Are we live? Did we do it? I think we did. Let's change some settings. Let's build an app to fight book bans. Donate to end book bans. Book bans. Book bans. Book ban organizations. Who is it? It's not PEN America. Yeah. Boom, boom. Maybe I should do it directly to URL. If you're just joining us, I am Drew Lighton, and I'm a software engineer, and I am doing a little live stream, mostly to record kind of a video that I'm thinking about making about an app that I want to build that allows me to sell books via bookshop.org with an affiliate link. And then all the affiliate income will go to organizations that are helping to fight book bans. I bought the domain Read to Resist, which is where we're going to host this thingy. It's going to be a little React app. And I've got all this fun streaming stuff from when I made videos back in the day. And so I figured might as well use it to try to do something good. We reckon it's higher than the recommended bit rate. Okay, I don't care too much about this. But before we do any of this, I'm going to go to this URL. And yeah, it seems like you can hear me. And it seems like I am not completely out of sync. So let's do this. I'm going to pop out the chat just in case anybody does join us here. Amazing. I'm going to put this over here. Put Meld Studio, which is my little streaming software, down here. And then we will get started. Watch me make an app to help raise money to fight book bans. Donate if you can. History. Okay, sick. Great. I'm going to share this URL with my wife so that she can keep tabs on me and tell me if anything's going wrong with the stream. Okay, sick. All right. Let's get started here. Let's switch back this over to Meld Studio. Yeah, let's start building. The first thing I like to do when I'm making a new app like this is do what's called a breadboard diagram. And this is essentially like a stripped down text-based version of the app. In which you kind of like outline each section based on kind of like functionality and affordance. It just helps you like not think at all about visual design and more functional design. The term breadboard comes from electronics design, where you're like literally sitting with like a little breadboard and you don't worry about soldering wires together. You just worry about like getting the things connected that need to be connected. So we're going to do that here. This is going to be a stupid, simple app, I think, in which we are just really going to have a kind of like home page kind of thing. I'm even going to call this the search page. Also, I'm going to pop out chat. There we go. Boom. So now chat there, stuff here. Maybe I'll bring up. Oh, I forgot. Okay. One more thing to do. I gotta tell my newsletter. I work for a completely different CMS company than Ghost, but I really like using Ghost. So here we are. Okay. This is I'm live on YouTube. Hey friends. This is usually something that real streamers would do all before they decide to go live, but I truly decided to do this like 24 hours ago. So hey friends, I'm streaming right now on my YouTube channel for the first time in forever. I'm building an app on my YouTube channel. Building an app. Quick app to raise money to fight book bans in the US. In the US. Join me if you're interested. I'd love to have you there. Hope you're having a great Sunday. Best. All right, let's do this link board. Yay, I'm live on YouTube. Let's do the little red dot emoji. Ooh, beans, where is it? There it is. I'm live on YouTube. Hey friends, I'm streaming right now on my YouTube channel, building a quick app to raise money to fight book bans in the US. Join me if you're interested. Would love to have you there. Hope you have a great Sunday. Best, Drew. Publish. Email only. Boom. All right. Oh, I think I might have just doxed a bunch of people's emails. Sorry. I'm sorry about that. Thankfully, this stream will probably have no views. So, and I can cut that out later. All right. Cool. Search page. We're going to want a way to look up a book by title. Also, if I'm seeing 3 views, 1 concur view, which I think is Sarah. Hi, Sarah. I'm gonna rock some tunes. I know this is like, oh, beans. I know this is like a, makes me basic as hell, but I really like Benson Boone. So I'm gonna be jamming out to him while I work on this. Hopefully you can't hear this music. I can't imagine you would be able to. So, but Sarah, let me know if you can. All right, we want to look up a book by title. Thanks, Christian. Also, hi, Christian. I haven't posted on this YouTube channel in forever, so it'll be very interesting to see who joins us. All right. Yeah, we want to be able to look up a book by title. And then we want people to be able to click on the book. When people click on the book, we want them to be taken to bookshop.org with affiliate link where they can buy the book. See what I mean by this is a very simple app. Oh, so sweet. Wow. I think, my sister like knitted me a little Curiository logo back in 2018 when I was working on the YouTube channel. So it's fun that you've been here since then, Christian. I really appreciate it. Okay. Sick. Very simple app. We're going to be able to look up a book by title, click on the book, go to bookshop.org with the affiliate link. If you don't know about bookshop.org, fantastic website, company based out of Brooklyn, I believe. And their whole thing is to be able to find a way to run kind of a centralized online bookstore that also supports your local bookstore. Basically anytime you buy through bookshop.org and you've chosen kind of like your local bookstore, so like I could choose Blue Whale, Second Act, New Dominion, all these places. Part of the profit that they make on selling the book goes to those local bookshops. It's super cool. I have no idea how they'd make that work, like in terms of legal finance, but I trust that it works. And they have a really good affiliate program, which allows people like me to just kind of like submit to have an affiliate link that allows people to buy books, and then that same revenue that would go to the local bookstore would go to you as the affiliate. And so a lot of like local bookstores actually run their like kind of like book websites through bookshop.org if they don't actually do any sort of online retail. It's a cool company. I vibe with them. Yeah, and they're based out of New York, I believe, and like a small team. Neither here nor there. That's just who I've chosen to do the affiliate link part of this. Cool. So now that we have like our little breadboard diagram, which is the first step I like to do with making apps like this, now we're going to move on to doing like an actual kind of design. And so if you're wondering what design program thing I'm using here, it's called Excalidraw. If you go to excalidraw.com, you can like make little drawings and diagrams like the ones I'm making now. But there's also alternatives, like I think it's called TLDraw. Did I get that right? Yeah. TLDraw is kind of like the new hotness that people like using, but it's essentially the same app. The reason I like using Excalidraw is it's embedded within the Notes app I use, which is very cool. So, all right. We have a little frame here that's representing our little desktop. Now we're going to say read to resist. Boom. I'm kind of just making this look mostly like Google. Just like a simple search. Do I have an icon here for, where's my library? Do I have a little magnifying glass? Yeah, right there. Hey, Christian. Well, I'm glad you joined the stream. I similarly went down a road of how do I buy books and not support Beesbo. And so that's how I learned about bookshop.org initially. And I've just been following the company since then. They seem like great people. There's an amazing interview, I think, on the Decoder podcast. If you're like interested in tech podcasts, Decoder is a great one from The Verge. And I think they have a really good, I think it was on Decoder and not The Verge cast, but they interviewed the founder of bookshop.org and talk about like generally how you do this type of business where you're trying to compete with a juggernaut like Amazon while trying to help local bookstores. Very cool. Okay. But coming back to our task here, This is search, or let's say find a book. Aw, yay, Christian, you are a rock star. Everyone be like Christian, and donate to either ACLU, any organization that's helping. There's tons helping fight book bans in the U.S. It is a wild time that we exist in right now, in which books that you would never assume are controversial are somehow on ban lists in or a proposed ban list in states like the one I'm living in, Virginia, Texas, another big one, Florida's another big one. And yeah, it's up to us to do whatever we can to make sure that the freedom of information stays free. So you're crushing it, Christian. Thanks for being here. Thanks for donating. Okay, boom, find a book. Let's maybe add like a little button over here. Some people might say, like, you know, people who develop might be watching this and say this is entirely useless to make a little diagram that's for such a simple application. And you're probably right, but I am me and always need like a little bit of a plan, and find it helpful to procrastinate in a way that feels productive. Okay. Boom, we're gonna find a book, search. Okay, we're probably gonna want I'll do this on a different pane. Also, you can't hear this, but I've gotten from Benson Boone to Wiz Khalifa, which is fantastic. Good job, YouTube Music. Okay. What was I doing? Yeah, results. Let's say braiding. For braiding sweetgrass, which is a book I really love and is on some proposed banned lists. Which is nutso. But okay, do a little that action. I should also say part of this breadboard thing that this look up book by title, this is gonna go to a I've been working on something else that I've done this for, but this is going to use bookshop.org's like reverse engineered search API, client-side search API. That's not like something I think they want people to use. So, but for as long as it works, I'm going to use it to come up with some results, and we're going to display those results from Bookshop. The reason we do that, and there's not like a seemingly simpler or open source way of doing that, is there's a lot of book libraries that, or like book library databases. Most of them are not free, and every version of a book, every edition has like a different ISBN number. And so I don't want to find just like any ISBN number for a book. I want to find the ISBN that bookshop.org sells, so that it's very easy to attach the affiliate link to it. And the only way to really do that and to know which exact one, the book you're looking for, two, the book you're looking for with the correct ISBN that will match the one that bookshop.org sells, is to reverse engineer their search. So, I promise bookshop.org to do everything in my power to make sure you guys don't get DDoSed or whatever from my website. I doubt that will happen. Yeah, for now, we're going to do this little hacky reverse engineering. I really wish that they would come out with a real API that you could use with API keys that you could purchase and all these things. But for now, they do not do that. Okay, these are not anywhere near the exact spacing, but we're gonna do a little bit of, actually I think I have something in the library that lets me do this. Yeah, so obviously we're gonna want to display the cover. Very nice, very nice. Please let me select. Thank you. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Amazing. I probably should have waited to duplicate all those till I've done the rest of this, but you live and learn. Book title. We're going to want to do author name. Nice. I think that there's a way for us to display the price, but I don't know if anyone will care about that. Because if they click on the, like, they're not going to be like, oh, let me search this book and then look at the price here and be like, oh, never mind, I don't want to buy that book. I'd rather kick them and have them make that decision later. Buy on bookshop.org. Quick and dirty icon. Boom. People click on the book. They go to the website. This is the entire app. Obviously, there's some other stuff that we can put in here that I probably will want to, including some sort of like explanation of what this is. like I'm assuming that if you've gotten to this website, you will know where you are and why you're there, but we can put like a little explanation area. Explanation. Okay. And then just do some squiggles. Great. How do I make these thinner? Yeah, there we go. Great. And I'll write. I'm planning on writing a thing for my newsletter this week about this. And so I'll probably either copy some of that stuff into the homepage of this website or like write something more bespoke. But in general, yeah, I think this is the move. I say now we could probably start getting to work. Before I do that, if you're wondering what I'm now listening to, we've gotten to Ordinary by Alex Warren. So yes, I'm not on TikTok. I don't know exactly what all the kids are listening to these days. But I know it's probably the stuff that I listen to because I think YouTube music just kind of like pummels you into like what all the things that people are currently listening to are. So hence why I know about Benson Boone when I, am probably not the exact target demo. But I'm grateful to know. Okay, what was I doing? Yes, we were going to start actually developing. So as I briefly mentioned, some of this idea came from an app that I've been working on to help like promote getting off of Amazon products as well in terms of competing with Goodreads. So I've been working on this like book recommendation app that allows you to log and send recommendations of books to other people. And similarly, this would be like mostly funded through affiliate income through bookshop.org. And that's the entire idea of the app. So I've kind of already I've done a lot of the work here that is the complicated stuff, like reverse engineering the bookshop.org API, Let's see if I can find where that is. I haven't looked at this code base in a while. Let's see. Where did I put this? Where are the routes? Oh, there we go. This is an app made with Expo. If you're a developer and you're looking for a way to build a mobile app, highly recommend Expo. It's been a great experience. Let's see. New. Is it in layout? No, the index page. Here it is. Cool. So we're going to take this guy out of here and put it into a new application that we're going to make. And I think I'm just going to do it in this code base, honestly. So I don't have to make a... Nah, I should make a whole new repo. Okay. Oh, beans. This is the embarrassing thing is every time I have to make a new repository for a project. You know, dependencies have changed, ideas of how people make apps have changed, and I just have to like relearn the whole thing. So I think we're going to do this as a React Router SPA, single page app. It feels like the easiest thing to make and deploy. We'll probably use Tailwind for styling. I haven't decided whether or not I want to use just Radix or like ShadCN or something for like kind of making the baseline UI components, but let's get started first by making the directory. Oh, hello. There we go. All right. Go into my project directory, make read to resist. Boom. We're gonna cd into that. And now we make sure that we are using the latest version of Node. I think it's the latest version of Node. Who's to say? And now we're going to say npx create React Router at latest. Sure. And I'm just going to make sure before I do something crazy and install a bunch of things on my computer that create React Router is actually the place. I think it is now. Give me a, no, I don't want an installation React Router. Yeah, create React Router at latest. Great. And I just want it here. Amazing. Initialization. Yes, yes. The React Router team's so great. I have some friends on there. It's a good piece of software. Highly recommend. I don't think that's a hot take, but man, it takes a long time to install stuff while you're streaming. All right. New major version, I don't care. Let's just make sure. Cool, it did all the things right. So we're gonna open this in VS Code. I know all you cursor people are gonna be like, why aren't you using cursor? Cursor is so much better. I think that cursor is a worse text editor, to be honest. I think all the AI stuff is probably very interesting if you do a lot of work with like constantly prompting, but, and I'm not anti using AI to help you code, but I just choose to like go somewhere on the internet, prompt my thing, and then come back. Okay. Let's get started making this app. Maybe let's get started first by doing a little nvm use 22. Great. Great. I understand why so many of the frameworks choose to use different port numbers, but it's kind of annoying that it's not always 3000. Okay, Cool. I think that by default, React Router apps are in, SSR true mode. I don't want that. So we're gonna do a little false. Cool. And then I think I actually have to rerun the server. Great, everything seems to be working swell. Okay, I literally only need the homepage. So, well, fantastic. I think we're just gonna delete most of this stuff. Oh, it comes with Tailwind now. That's cool. Is this real? It didn't come with a Tailwind config. Let's go to the package.json. Sorry, this is completely irrelevant to building the app. Oh, Tailwind Vite. That's cool. So if I go to the Vite config, Tailwind CSS plugin. What is Tailwind Vite? Is that just like a build tool? Sorry, I should probably show you what I'm looking at instead of just looking at it on my second screen. You can tell I'm not a good streamer. Okay, install Tailwind CSS and Tailwind CSS Vite. Is that here? Yeah. Oh, and it's using Tailwind 4. Is that the new one that is scary and like everything is CSS? That must be it, actually. Yeah, it is. Okay, so that's why there's no Tailwind config, is because all the configuration is being done inside of the main CSS file. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. We're gonna go off of that and see how this goes. There's a lot of new stuff that I'll be using for this, which is probably a bad idea because it will make me much slower. But you know, it's fine to have fun while you're making something new. Okay, first things first. Let's change this to read to resist. Read to resist. Let's get rid of all this stuff and say an app that fights book bans. Boom. I'm gonna get rid of this welcome component and just say div h1 read to resist sick. Get rid of that. So now we can delete this. I'm trying so desperately to prevent myself from humming. TLDR, making AI automatic by using Coda has a trade-off where you're sacrificing some learning as a developer. Yes, I agree with you so much, Christian. Sacrifices learning, and also I think like, I don't know, I think maybe this is like I'm becoming old, like I'm becoming an old curmudgeon about tooling and like having to learn new stuff and everything, but the autocorrect on like Cursor or even with Copilot or anything is just like so annoying. I will like, if I need to like generate a bunch of JSON or whatever, I will like come and like turn these things on, but I leave them off. Yes, it gets annoying. Exactly. Because yeah, it's sometimes infuriating to like have something right in front of you. It's as if it's like when there's this like effect when you're listening to your own voice slightly delayed and it slows down your brain to like a complete crawl. And that's how I feel about autocomplete in a lot of these AI coding editors. But we're sidetracked. We have a mission. Okay, in here, we're going to have, I'm a big proponent of the whole like everything we were always taught in school of like, I think it's make it work, make it pretty, make it fast. That's how I like to work on projects too. So you're going to see this be extremely ugly for probably the entire length of this stream, because I doubt I'll be completely finished in this one session, but we're going to start with something very ugly. We're going to do a little type search. We're gonna have a little state value for search value. Set search, use state. I'll fix this little bracket thing. Okay. We'll give it like an empty state of quote. This is a safe space, no judgment. Thank you, Christian. Thanks for making my stream a safe space for me. I appreciate it. All right. On change. We're gonna do a little. Oh, beans. Oh, beans. I'm such a bad typer. Oh, beans. Oh my god, emoji things are coming up. Okay. All right. Set search. Target value. Okay, cool. Let's see how this is working so far. Oh, is it? Oh, yeah. It does that thing that Tailwind by default like gets rid of a bunch of styling. I'm going to do a little bit then and just add a little border. Great, so I can see what I'm working on. Okay, I might add a little placeholder of find a book. Yay, that also helps me see things. Okay, I know I just said that I don't usually do stuff like this, but does container work here? No, okay. Let's do MX auto, max width. Oh, an absolute jam is playing right now. 3XL. Great. I don't know if people have ever heard this song. Don't Give Up on Me by Andy Grammer. Just this underground artist that I've been listening to recently called Andy Grammer. Okay. Let's do maybe a little flex gap. Oh my gosh, what's happening? Flex call. Okay, cool. Oh god, I'm doing the thing that I tell myself always not to do, which is get bogged down by all of the little design things. Okay, that's just like makes me feel better while I'm working on this. Okay, we're just gonna make sure that this search thing is working. Oh, beans, what's going on? A tree hydrated by some attributes of the server rendered HTML if type available window. I didn't do any of that. Also, this shouldn't be server rendering at all? Question mark? Is there something I have to change about the routes config? No. This is false. Whatever, I'm not gonna worry about it for now. In fact, I'm gonna turn off errors in my console. Again, like good streamers. Cool, so this should be blank, and now when I type, great. But the thing that we want to do is for this on change to change the search value, but then to use that search value with some sort of delay or debounce before we do the call to bookshop.org, because like I said, we don't want them to be DDoSed and or for them to block the domain that is doing this search. So I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna add this to maybe like a little utils file. I know it's like, it never feels good to me whenever I make a utils folder, because it just feels like the end of all things. Or like all things will end up there, but what do I call this? Search bookshop.org. Search bookshop.org. Great. Sounds cool. And then this is going to start taking a parameter. Search body. What did I do here? What is search body? Ah, yes. So this is the giant gobbledygook of things that you have to give to the bookshop.org API in order to get something back. Yeah, and I think Oh, this is so funny. While I was working on this, I forgot to remove that guy, which was the test search I did to look for the Lord of the Rings. Oh God, I hate when the collapse all happens. Okay, we are not going to worry about that for now. Gonna add that here. And then this is, we're gonna have a query string. Cool, and I am actually gonna find this guy too. Should I just bring this whole thing in here? Yeah, probably. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is adding a bookshop.ts. All of the like Zod schemas and stuff. Zod is a schema parsing library, like a validation library. And when I was working on this app before, I made some of these schemas to be able to ensure that we get the correct data back from the API. So now I should be able to, yeah, amazing. Boom, boom, boom. Await the thing, blah, 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 blah. If error, console error, return. Otherwise, I want to return parsed data. Cool. Before, what this function was doing was right in here. Oh my gosh, what just happened? The ferocity of which I smacked my keyboard took me to another dimension. But this state value is from Legend State. If you've never used Legend State, highly recommend Legend State. But yeah, this was just like directly updating the state value with the records that we get from the bookshop.org API. And I don't want to do that. I want this function to be more pure and just return back the results that we get from the API and then let the consumer of the function do whatever it wants with it. Okay. So now that we're here, actually, I think I can like steal my debounce code too. Did I write that in here? Or was I using something else? Yeah, used debounced state. I'm gonna just steal that from myself as well. This is not a perfect debounce implementation. This is very, very, very basic, but it gets the job done. And it's always nice to reuse stuff from old projects when you can. Yeah, search query result. This is all from, this is from the legend state idea, but I don't want to do that. I just want to do normal use state in this app. So I'm not going to copy that over. Use debounce. Yeah, I called this search query and I think past me was right. Amazing. And then it'll update every 200 milliseconds. So now if I check out debounce search query, refresh. Oh, I forgot to run the server. Is this like god awfully small for people? Probably. It's god awfully small for me. I want to make it bigger. Okay. So now, as I'm typing, nice, look at that. So I think, yeah, it's console logging the debounce search query as search query changes. That's why we're getting all these blanks. And then when I stop after 200 milliseconds, it runs the console log with the updated search query value. And it does it twice, and usually that means that there's something wrong, that I've done something dumb. Let's see if it's in here. When you run stuff in React strict mode, it'll do stuff like this, like logging your state values twice or rerunning your component twice. Sometimes is a way of showing you that you've done something stupid, and that when you put this in production, there will be issues. In fact, let's see if it told me that already. No, we didn't get anything like that, but let's see if I can figure out what it is. Use state, debounce value, blah, blah, blah. Handler, set timeout, we're trying to clear timeout. This is very fine to me. It might be, yeah, value should be updated, delay should be updated. I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay. I'm sure it has something to do with how these values are connected, like how use debounce search is using search query in the hook. But I don't care. Our mission here is not to write great React code. Our mission is to fight book bans. So I'm going to let it slide. But now that we have this debounce search query, we want to actually use that in terms of doing our call to the bookshop.org API, which I think that I might... Yeah, I think I'm just going to like install React Query and have that manage the call to do this search. I actually think React Query could do the debounce search logic too. Hell yeah, Christian. Christian, you're my man in this stream. I'm so glad that, I don't know if you still have notifications on from from before, but or if it just appeared on your feed, but I'm really grateful that you're here. You're a good hype person. Okay. Yeah, let's look up React Query. I haven't used like React Query in a blank project in a really long time. We use it at work, but it's like, you know, within like the entire implementation of our querying infrastructure. So if I just wanted to do simple, query function, I think that this should be fine. Salute to you. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Why not? I think there's like some new stuff that I haven't been able to use here too, which would be helpful. No, I want docs. Oh man, I really missed. Yeah, installation. That sounds great. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, YouTube. A lot of people talk about how these days with the home feed and shorts and all these things that like people are not actually able to engage like audiences that have subscribed to them and stuff. But this is an example of the fact that maybe things are still working. Okay, cool. Yeah. So we're going to go back here. We're going to go to the root of our project. We're going to add our little query provider. I guess I have to do a query client, from dance.query. We'll have to see it. Query client provider, right? Yeah. Client, or what did I call it? Click query client. Yeah. Great. Cool. So now we have like the kind of context for React Query put into our application. And now we're going to go back to the home page and use this. They give a little example. Query to-dos, query function, get to-dos. Okay, so let's make sure our get to-dos thing here is implemented where. I see. They abstract that away from you. I'm just going to assume that this will be fine. That returning the parse data or an error is like a fine thing that React Query will accept as a query function. So const bookshop search equals use query. Whoa. Great. Query key. beans. Bookshop search. Great. Query function. We're gonna do search bookshop. Oh. Search bookshop. Work. Didn't autocorrect for me, which makes me feel like it doesn't like the function that I have provided to it. I'm wondering if it's because it's an async function, and maybe the query function can't be async. It just tells me query function. Let's read the docs, shall we? What am I doing wrong here? Show me a fetch function. Where's the sidebar? There we go. Query functions, that's what I want. Fetch to do by ID, blah, blah, blah. What does it have to return? What does it have to look like? That's an async function. Response. Okay, this is exactly what I'm doing. Okay, I'm just going to try to import it. Command period. I'm confused. Import search bookshop work from utils / search bookshop. Did I not export it out of the file? Ah, didn't export it. Great. Okay, so now it's saying there's something bad about this function. Show me. Reveal your secrets. Oh, it's the fact that it takes a parameter. So I'm going to do something like async and I'm going to do a little search query. Search query. Epic. One second, friends. How do I? Oh, I didn't make a little pause screen. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself. Bye. I'll see you soon. We return. Okay. Let's see if this should be like a query result, right? How does query work now? Okay, so it gives you the result. Does it then, how does it show you like loading and stuff? Results? Error? Interesting. Let's see if we get some results. Oh yeah, and we want the debounced search query. Okay. Oh, and we have to probably run the app. That would help. Cool, cool. Did everything crash? Oh Lord, what have I done wrong? Let's bring back our errors, shall we? Error loading route, module, home, reloaded page, syntax error, bookshop does not provide an exporting bookshop. Because I didn't save the file. Cool. There we go. Amazing. Oh, I keep, okay, so it does provide you all of this stuff. So this is data, bookshop search results. Okay, beans. We're blocked by cores. Interesting. How did I do this in the client app? And this isn't some weird server thing? Yeah. All right. This might be completely dead in the water, which would be really sad. If I go to my... Yeah, I might have just hit it at a good time. No, exactly, Christian. Yeah, no, see, look, it still returns a 200. The little multi-search. Is this the URL I'm still using? I guess because it's it's running in the browser versus running on a phone client. I didn't think about that. Yeah, that's the exact one we're using. Oh, that's so frustrating. Yeah. Oh. Okay, there's one other way that this app can work. So bookshop.org, iframe, search, embed. No, there's no authentication. Christian, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, this is truly... oh, you're so right, Christian. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you. Oh, no. Yeah, I had this cookie turned off. I think I can turn it on and it still works. Happy New Year. But when I turn the cookie off, it still works. Yeah, and there's no cookie returned, I believe. Yeah, I've just run it as like a normal human person. But I'm wondering then if I can do this from... Yeah, this is so this is running from my computer. It doesn't run from a server, and I doubt that if I moved this to the server, like, we'd still get CORS issues. Ugh, this is so frustrating. Okay. Might have to go back to the drawing. Might have to call it for now. Go back to the drawing board on how to actually access this API potentially from the actual web client. In general, there's this affiliate widget that exists, but it looks so bad. Yeah, using this buy button, and it's literally just like an iframe into HTTP widget.js. If I go here, yeah, this is just the JavaScript, and then when you run this inside of an application, it iframes in this little search box. Ew, not an iframe. Yes, but I might use this and just brand everything around bookshop.org and try to make it look fine, because I mean, this is essentially what we were building anyway. Like, let's see what this would look like if we just added this in. We're now listening to Adele. Can't style the... Exactly. So we would style the rest of the app to match the iframe instead of doing any sort of like kind of custom branding. I think I'm just going to add like a random thing there. And then... Oh wait, I put this in. I want to put this here. Yeah. So if I, okay, go back. Here. All right, something else has gone wrong. I also didn't read any of the things that they were telling me to do. The search box, yeah, stick that somewhere, right? So let's see what has gone wrong. And maybe let's turn off this so we don't clutter our error messages. Chrome data refused to display in an A frame because it set X frame options to same origin. Well, that's strange. To add these widgets to your website, simply search the Bookey widget website, scroll down to embeddable affiliate widgets, then copy the widget code you use to your site, then proceed to paste your code into the website's source code. Cool. I've done all of that. I feel like this may be like a weird React router issue where it's still trying to do stuff on the server. But I don't want that. Refuse to display in a frame because it set X frame options to same origin. Yeah, that's kind of confusing to me. I'm assuming that means that the actual iframe that it is trying to put in place, the website that they are linking to, like doesn't allow people to put it into their own domains, which is like the complete like it's the only reason for this thing to exist. But it doesn't look like it's done anything here either. Okay, I'm gonna try putting this somewhere else. Yes, I agree. Which means it has to be something I'm doing wrong, right? And it might be just that, I think it's just that I didn't put an actual affiliate ID. So let me go grab that real quick. Let's sign in. Okay. Boom. Great. My orders. Where is affiliate dashboard? Cool. Show me. Is this it? It's so funny. I can't highlight this text. 107981. Is that something I would just put in here? We've now gotten to Linkin Park from Benson Boone, which is kind of fun. I grew up listening to a lot of Linkin Park, so. Okay. 10791. Okay. Oh, we're better. Static Cloudflare Insights beacon.mjs. Okay. Oh yeah, it's because I moved it here again. So let's go back to home, let's throw it in here. And now, show me an iframe. Oh, beans. 10791. Let's see if I can go whatever to this. Affiliate profile and lists. Yeah, my ID is 10791. I am a verified seller. Oh, I haven't listened to any of their new stuff actually. Christian asked if I vibe with the new Linkin Park singer Emily Armstrong. Let's see. Wow. They're crushing it. Okay. What would I do? Maybe this new album? Interesting start. Okay, I'm excited to listen to this. It's interesting whenever bands change kind of their like core like group. It really does feel like almost a new band, like or like a new era. The Emptiness is probably the best single. Okay, let's do that first. Oh, it's already playing. I'm digging it so far. Include brain by type search widget.js. Okay, what the hell am I doing wrong here? Yeah, this is about. I don't know. I haven't listened to like any new Linkin Park music in probably 15 years. And this feels like definitely, you can tell they've evolved, but you can tell that they're like still, grounded in some of the same angst, which, maybe for the good of the band, you would want like people to grow out of that angst, and not just listen to it for nostalgia like I do. But yeah, I think this is good. Oh, now I hear her. Oh, she's good. Yeah, vulnerability is a good word for it. She kind of sounds like Pink. But yeah, they're like, I really like Mumford and Sons, and Mumford and Sons went from kind of like a core of like kind of acousticy, bar folk to getting into a very pop idea of themselves. And I feel like that is a band that you could listen to 10 years later and feel like they are kind of a different band. And what I'm appreciating right now about Linkin Park is they're kind of the same. Fine, I think, if people want to evolve and do new stuff. It's just, I think, more comforting as a periodic listener, instead of a long-term follower of a band, to like go back to something you remember. Okay, back to this. What the heck is that? Error blocked Blackline static insights beacon. I don't know what this is. I'm wondering if this is an extension thing. Who's hidden? Don't hide anybody. Default levels. Verbose. Oh, I see. Okay, why? Avoid using document.write. That's got to be something iframe shenanigans related. What is it? Okay, what does this? Let's read the make widget affiliate script. Yeah, so it grabs affiliate ID, and then it listens for all of this stuff. Knows it with 100%, client with blah blah blah. If type equals book. Sad, are we scrolling? No. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's go back to this website. I remember to add these widgets to your website. Some services scroll them. To add these widgets to your website, simply search the book you wish to promote on our platform. Scroll down to the embeddable affiliate widgets and copy the code you search to add to your site. Then proceed. Oh, I see. Oh, this is a search button to allow your readers to search for any book they are interested in reading and direct them to our platform, and you'll be credited, blah, blah, blah. Add our search widget to your website header, and you'll be amazed at how many sales you generate. I disagree, bookshop.org. Your affiliate ID goes here. 107.91. I don't know. Bright Ideas, Bueller, what I might be doing wrong here. Because it's not even... I feel like there's got to be something. I've never used a script tag like this in React. I assumed it would work the same. Use script tag in component React. Okay. Okay, so yeah, it looks like you can't do the thing that I'm doing. Which makes sense. Like rendering a script tag. Well, hang on. Here, the built-in browser script component. Yeah, that's what I'm using. Lets you add a script to your document. Rendering an external script. Yeah, this feels fine. Maybe. Hi, Gobi. Onload, blah, 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 script loaded. Yeah, let's just add this to see if things are loading correctly. Shall we? Hi, Faith. All right. Cool, so we're not getting anything. Interesting that there's a data attribute on that script tag to include branding. Makes me wonder if there's a way to style it. Yes, me too. In some ways, I'm just hoping there's an actual way to load it. I feel like I must be doing something stupid. Yeah, so what do we know? We know that adding the data affiliate ID got rid of the weird, like, you can't embed this thing because it just wasn't actually linking to the correct URL without the correct affiliate ID. We know that now we're getting this error blocked by client error, which maybe, is there a way for me to turn off? Maybe, let's try turning that off. Okay, cool. So that got rid of our like Cloudflare error, but we're still not getting a actual rendering of the iframe. Let's see if it's loading the script correctly. JS and bookshop. Okay, yeah, so it gets it. 200, okay. All seems fine. And then it just doesn't run. That's the only thing I can think of, is that it's loading the script and not executing the script, and executing the script is the thing that actually embeds the iframe. Also, no shade to Linkin Park, but I do have to listen to some calmer music because it's freaking me out. Let's listen to some of my favorite band. I think I was in the top like 5 like or 0.05% of listeners or something this year for Cafe Music BGM. This is a band, I believe, based out of Japan, that makes very relaxing music that would be played at a cafe in various places. They're great. My favorite work music. Okay. Back to it. I'm wondering how am I supposed to get this script to freaking execute? It seems like, well, actually what's interesting here is this onload function, whatever that does, is actually not working. Yeah, rendering an inline, render this script component with the as its children. I see. So this is like, you want something to run within the script tag, not an external script, which is the thing that we're doing. If a component depends on a certain component, you can render a script within the component. However, the component might be committed before the script has finished loading. You can start depending on the script content once the load thing is fired. Yeah, I don't care about that. React will deduplicates scripts that have the same source, inserting only one of them to the DOM. Well, that's nice. Okay. I'm confused. Show rendered HTML. What is this? Format HTML. Oh, I see. This is... I see. Okay. This renders the script body as static markup. Which I think then is the thing we're supposed to do. You got to look at the second pane of examples. That's what we're learning. Yeah, markup rendered to static, format HTML. I don't know what this is. I think that you probably could have put markup in here. I'm confused. But let's try that. Render to static markup. Cool. So we just want to do. Only idea I have is throwing the script into a raw HTML file and making sure to load there. Might help deduce if it's one script. That's a good thing. Yeah, I'll try that if this doesn't work. Render to static markup. We're gonna just throw our script tag in here. And then we're gonna put markup. All right. And like magic. That's hilarious. Okay, so that was not it. All right, let's try your suggestion here, Christian. Let's see, how do I serve a... What would be the easiest way of doing this? In some ways, like this is an HTML page. And this is the script tag we're looking at. Yeah, this just put it in quotes. That's so funny. Yeah, it's almost just like it doesn't, it doesn't want to execute. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I wonder, where can I find, this thing? Source URL .origin plus widgets book type affiliate IDs plus SKU. So this is the actual domain location. Source URL version widgets. I'm assuming this is just bookshop.org. Okay, let's do what you're suggesting, Christian. Let's just make an index.html. This is when I'll say make a boilerplate HTML file. Thank you, Copilot. Thank you, Copilot. Do the right thing, Copilot. Nice, good job, Copilot. Okay, we're going to add that. Cool. And yeah, let's go into projects. We're going to go find read to resist. We're going to look at app, and then we're just going to open this in Arc. Ah, Christian, you've hit something here. Let's see if there's anything in the console. Okay, so this thing just might not run on load. Right, because this, this seemingly looks fine to everyone. Maybe bookshop.org's scripts just aren't working correctly. So if I go here, I might just like all this is doing is rendering an iframe at this URL. So I might just see if I can do that directly. So we're slowly getting closer to the truth. Exactly. Okay. Let's come over here. Let's iframe source. And this is going to be https bookshop.org. And then I'm going to make this, let's say, with 500. All right. Hopefully that just does things automatically. I want to make this a template string. We're going to do, what was this? /widget/search plus affiliate ID. We don't want plus. What was our affiliate ID? Show me clipboard history. Yes, 10791. Cool. Let's see if, oh, whoops. Please. Let's see if this does anything for us. Close that file. Look at that. Okay, that's all we wanted anyway. Fantastic. And if I say Lord of the Rings, amazing. Okay. Far worse of an experience than I was hoping for. Woo, I agree. But could work. Let's see about, is there a way to make this wider? Let's see what we can do from inside this iframe. If I say, I think iframes don't do percentage based width. Is that correct? Yeah. Oh, they do. Great. Okay, and then this is the end of the thing. So really we want it to be exactly the width of the element inside, which I bet you anything they do in the widget.js code. I'm just going to copy this actually and bring it into our project. Utils widget. Cool. All right. Creates the iframe. If type book. What is this? So you can put in a SKU or a type. That's so interesting. Max width is 450. Min width is 150. Max height is 410, 268. Okay. Makes a resize observer to see if it has to readjust itself. Display at 520, 225. Feels like Oh, that's for featured. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, look at this. Okay. I see. Else if type search. Display height. 52. Include branding, I think, is the bookshop.org thing. Let's test that. Oh, do I attach that? How do I attach that? Where does include branding come into play? Include branding. So the include branding thing doesn't seem to be sent in the URL. Just source type affiliate ID SKU. Oh, it literally just expands the height. Oh, that's so funny, in order to include or exclude the bookshop.org thing. But in general, it seems like the display height is 52 and the display width is 220 or 375. So we can go back here and say 320, height 52. And now let's see what that does. Look at that. Okay. Was 320 or wide? Type search. If viewport is less than 220, it should be 375. I see. 375. So now it should look like a normal search bar. Interesting. That's strange to me. Let's do something like this. All right, let's 350, 355, 365, 370. That's so funny that it like gets smaller in the frame. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, honestly, I vibe more with that look. There was a post message sending along from the parent page. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think that was like part of the resize observer logic. Okay, but I want no scrolling. What is the... Is that just overflow, class, overflow? Hidden. Scroll. None. Oh my goodness. Clicking the wrong buttons. That's so funny. It's so funny that someone did this whole system instead of giving people API keys. I guess it's a little harder to control, and also probably a lot of people that are doing these affiliate things just want a script to embed more than they want access to the actual like backend database for doing their own search. But I'm just wondering, how do I inside of an iframe control the overflow? Turn off iframe overflow scroll. Disable scrolling none. Overflow hidden, done that one. Scrolling says that it's deprecated. Pointer events. I don't think I want to turn off pointer events. Overflow Y clip. Okay, the scrolling thing seems to have worked. If I turn off that and say overflow clip, yeah, that doesn't seem to have done anything. Oh, maybe it's because it's conflict. No, not because of a conflict. Just it once. Scrolling, no. Okay, now though we want to go to our root. I want to turn off dark mode shenanigans. Maybe that's in our app CSS. Yes, it is. Sick. Yeah, I don't want this. Great. It is funny. Does feel like you're scolding the iframe, saying no. Okay. How long have I been going at it here? Hour and a half? Okay, we'll go for like another half an hour. We've learned a lot. We've learned that. Also, does this always say? Oh, I thought it would always say Lord of the Rings. That'd be very funny. We've learned that there's not a way that we can, from the browser client, get around this like reverse engineering of the bookshop.org search API. I may reach out to somebody on LinkedIn and be like, hello, I'm working on this project. Would really like to be able to do this. And maybe they'll take pity on us or support our cause. Wouldn't that be nice? But I'm now going to go to our homepage. I'm going to remove all of this search code that we no longer need. And now, really the entire thing will just be writing some good landing page copy and making an interesting design. So let's go ahead and have some fun, shall we? So I think in the root, they already have a main container message. Oh, that's for the error boundary. Okay, cool. So there's no main body here. Let's add that in. And I'm just gonna steal the one that's in the error boundary. Cool. And we can get rid of all this. Amazing. Last name, text center. And I'm gonna want to align items center. Is it items center? Yeah. Cool. I always forget when it's columns or rows. Okay. So items center is the one we care about. Justify center is really doesn't matter to us. Okay, boom, we have a centered search box. Maybe let's do font bold. Look at this, a design of geniuses. Okay, so inspired. Oh yeah, wait, we wanted to investigate this whole oh no, the branding thing is the thing we investigated. And that's just whether or not we show the bookshop.org thing, which honestly, I would be fine with. Powered by bookshop.org. I just feel like I'm not against showing off bookshop.org's branding and letting people know that that's who's providing our search. It's more, I don't want bookshop.org to feel weird about me making a political website with their name on it. But Cool. I don't even know, like, I haven't done so much design stuff in so long, but I feel like I just want this to be like either very small, like I feel like font mono. Yeah, that's interesting. Let's maybe make this small. Like the thing I really want people to do is search. I honestly might even make this like this. I wish there was a way. Nah, I hate that. I wish there was a way to autofocus this input. I wonder how I would do that. Okay. Input type search, name, keyword, because I can't like run anything in here, right? Like I can't select this. I guess there's a way to figure that out. Create a layout effect. Cool. That will try to focus an input element with the... Great. Thanks, Coviolet. Yeah, no dice. Name keywords. I bet if I console log input element, nothing will show up. Oh, beans, we got another strange hydration error. If type of window is undefined, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what this is about, but yeah, input null. Is there a way? Select or focus an input in an iframe. Setting focus to iframe contents. That sounds right. Set focus. This is jQuery nonsense. Content window. Click. Oh, they like literally run a click on the focus element. Okay, I'm not like opposed to doing that. All right. And I'm not even opposed to letting Copilot do it. Update this function to click on the let's give this an ID of search frame. To click on the iframe element with ID search frame. Boom, 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 get my ID, boom, click. Great. ID search frame, log, iframe element. Yeah, okay. And then this click shenanigans just isn't working. It's like not, like it'll probably click the bounding area. So how would I? Did I close this tab? Click on element inside of iframe. Oh, content window. Cool. That sounds awesome. Yeah, some kind of a security thing. I think they're saying I can do content window and then kind of a combo wombo of this. element or query. How do they want me to do this? Oh, dot document. Dot query selector. And then input name equals, I don't even remember what it was. Keywords. Keywords. Input. If input dot click. We're gonna do as as HTML input element or null. We're gonna see if we get the input. Okay, let's check this out. Oh, forgot some parentheses. Okay, no input. All right. Kind of when you document. All right, let's break this up. First, log iframe element console.log iframe element iframe window. Oh. Iframe window. Iframe element. That content window. Great. Cool, we got a window. So it feels like it's got to be our query selector. Maybe this shouldn't matter. And it does not matter. Okay. Kind of way to document query selector all. And just so I am totally with it. Input, type search, name, keywords. And I've spelled keywords correctly? Keywords. Okay. What's a different one that I could query to see? Oh, that's so fun. Thoughts, feelings, ideas on things that I've done poorly here. Document query selector. Let's ask it, but is there something wrong with my query selector? Oh, beans. Didn't ask you to edit it, but let's see what you did. Oh. It's a pretty interesting suggestion. I'm not sure if that works, but yeah, why not try it, shall we? Failed to read a named property document from window blocked. Frame from origin. I see. Okay. Cool. So yeah, Christian, your suggestion is correct. Where they don't let you, or I guess like some might, but this one does not allow you to access the document. Which makes sense. If you could access the document, you could inject a bunch of code into that document, and then you could make a like calls to APIs on behalf of users, blah, 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 blah. Which, I don't know, sometimes you might want. but I understand that this is a public script, so it's probably a moot point to be able to try to do something like this. Okay, cool. So then in the last 15 minutes, still was worth a shot. I agree. Yeah, let's like throw this up on a website. So let's do a little commit. Always. No. Let me actually do this correctly. Okay. Screw it. Initial commit. Oh, get, yeah, add remote. Boom. Cool. Add remote. Oh, I don't have a repo. Git. Can I do that from here? That's okay. I can do it from the terminal. If I'm logged into the GitHub repo, create push path to repository. This one, repository name read to resist, an app to fight Pokemans. Cool. We can make it public. Yes. Origin is fine. Would you have to push commit? Yes. Great. So now if I go to GitHub, we should be able to see read to resist. Yay. Okay, now, let's see, who should we use? I can use Netlify. I have like personal like VPS thing that I've been enjoying using recently for projects, but I don't know. I feel like using something super simple right now. Great. Read. Okay. I don't have that one available. Configure. Sure. I'll use my phone. $26. Select repositories, read. Resist, save. Amazing. Read to resist. Team. That's interesting. That sounds great. Deploy. Okay, and maybe while that's deploying, we can do a little custom domain shenanigans. I can't remember what. Yeah, domain management. Add a domain. Domain I already own. Read. Oh. Read to resist.org. Verify. Add domain. Waiting DNS shenanigans. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Supports alias name. Use this for many companies, which is more resilient than the fallback option. Create an alias name. So really I need that. Okay. Now we're gonna go to pork bun. which is where I buy some of my domains from. Boom, read resist DNS. We're gonna add an alias, that value to the load balancer, add. Gonna add a record, an A, see what the host already exists. Does it now? I disagree. Oh, it's saying that this already exists. Cool, we'll get rid of that then. And this one, I don't know what Pixie pork bun is. Alias add. Cool. Amazing. Now we go to Netlify and we keep refreshing. Oh, I forgot to do this one. DNS. We will do a CNAME record, www, boom, bam. All right. Check. We could not provide a let's encrypt for your domain. That's fine. I have one through Porkbun. And look at that. In no time at all, we have a stupid little iframe script with a modest page font title up on a website. It only took us nearly 2 hours. Cool. Well, I'm going to leave us with that. If you want, you can go to readtoresist.org. Yeah, hopefully. Oh, I see. There is like some issue with the let's encrypt. Maybe I didn't get one through Porkbun. Oh wait, no, Netflix. I see what it's saying. It didn't provision this for me. There we go. Cool. So yeah, there we go. Now we're all good to go. Killer Christian, my man, thanks for being here. I hope you are doing well. Very grateful to have somebody in the chat to help me work through all of these issues that I created myself. If anybody watches this later on, I don't know why you would, but if anybody does, you should go donate to help fight some book bans. And you should tell people about this project. Hopefully I can work sometime this week on writing a little thing to some people that work at bookshop.org. If you know anybody that works at bookshop.org, yeah, getting some way of using their search API would be fantastic for this. Killer, cool. Peace. Thank you all for being here. Christian, you rock my socks. I hope you have a great night.